Hello everybody, welcome back to VR Master League here in Season 2. We're getting ready to get started soon. Thought there was some discussion going on about server changes potentially, and yeah, for the moment they're remaining here, so we'll just roll with it. This is our one match for the moment, for this particular stream. Of course, another hour from now we'll be starting off with kind of the bulk of the games for the night, but this one will be a fun one versus a Heatwave versus Inertia. And casting for you today, I'm Palidore, and joining me is once again B-Love here. How's it going, B-Love?
Hey, thank you for having me back. This is our second cast for today with the Al McCoy of Disc, the voice of Echo Arena, the legendary Palidore, and it's an honor to do this with you, buddy.
You really must stop doing that, for the more you inflate the ego, the more of an enemy to the people I become. But
Come
nonetheless,
on, man.
I appreciate it. Of course, B-Love, legend in his own right, have been around for... have you been around since beta, or was it just the initial waves there? You've been around forever.
Yeah.
I do know that.
It's hard to say if I was on beta, but I think I started playing lightly in August of that 2017 year, and then a little more heavily in December, January.
Well, there you go. And for those who don't know, of course, B-Love, OG X-Gamer, is that right? We learned that initially on, well, with Sputnik on his podcast, The Stack, last season. So, indeed, a legend in your own right, B-Love.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it where I can get it. Those were the days. This was a long time ago, buddy. Long time ago.
Yeah, well, it's kind of how I feel when talking about my old stuff, even though it was only a couple years ago, but still. Can't minimize that. That's super cool. You know, competing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. So season 1 and 2, you're a champion of with Eclipse?
Yes, of the old VRCL/VRL days, the days of yore, of the days of door, I guess you can call it. But yeah.
All right, dude. You, Lemming, Simeon, you guys were a powerhouse.
iShiny in season 1, of course.
Oh yes.
The smooth voice of iShiny, one of the best possible things you could ever hear coming through your team comms. Always kept us very team calm, if nothing else.
That's great. That's great. I think he ended up even coaching a little bit, helping out with you guys for that second championship. Correct?
Yeah. He showed up to Oculus Connect 5, and full credit to him. He came prepared. He was in his suit and tie. He was looking slick and yelling at us from the sidelines between rounds and what have you. It was a fun time.
I was there, and that was super exciting to be in that atmosphere around a bunch of other Echo players and seeing it live, and super fun. I'll never forget that. That's one of my favorite Echo community experiences.
Oh, absolutely. I still remember your awesome suit.
That was the other. That was OC6, but OC5.
Either or.
Yeah, one of them.
Either or. Yeah. I remember the suits. You're very distinguished, Sir B-Love.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem. Well, quick hello. I thought we were switching servers. Apparently not. So if that's the case, here, let me indeed communicate to the teams real quick that they can start. I was just kind of operating on the assumption that we were in fact switching, since that was kind of what was expressed to me. But
well, I guess I'll pick up here and talk a little bit about these teams. Heatwave. It looks like the Neon Phoenix, Albino Paper, Sydney Vayu, and Thermal Turbo. Have not seen these guys play, but on the other hand, I have worked a little bit with Inertia. Gave them some tips, helped them out earlier this week, and we'll see if they can take what little knowledge I have of the game and apply it to this game right here.
You know what I know from Mythbusters? Or no, Bill Nye. Inertia is a property of matter. Yeah, that's the one. Oh. Okay, so I was actually communicated again with from these teams here. Looks like still some sort of tech problems. There might be stuff going on in the open comms, but it was a little bit crowded, so I had muted it for my own sake, so I didn't get too tangled while listening and trying to talk. But that's yes, Twitch chat. I see you. Believe me, I've seen you. I'm sorry, we just got so distracted, but I do see you. So hello to Alolo Ravi, see Ray X4. Remember you from last night with a Dr. Pepper and such. Oh wait, I mean my non-sponsored drink. See Links in the chat as well. And Alals are the best. See Addison Mays. May the Force be with you, and may the 4th be with all of us, I guess, tomorrow. Almost there, but at least over here in the estate side of things. See Lucy Goosey. Oh, yes, the man who broke the law last night with that crazy, 66-meter shot, I believe? And that was a nice one last night in the final game of the night. Echo Tammy as well, and Luke. Mild Salsa. There we go. Joking.
Nice. Hello.
Joking BTW, I can speak Spanish. I should be able to. I took a couple years of Spanish classes. I remember almost nothing.
Well, you have to practice that stuff every day, or else it just kind of goes out the window.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I didn't even know it while I was actively in it either. So, never you mind.
Nice. How funny. Well, hello everybody out there too as well. Appreciate the viewership. Keep it coming. Go tell your family, tell your friends.
Yeah, well, that's a cool thing about these streams as well. I know as we do indeed get that server switch, it looks like, so we'll be piecing out and trying to find ourselves a new way in a moment. But that's kind of the cool thing with a lot of these streams, especially the first time streams. I know you're going to get a lot of family, friends, things like that I often hear about, which is super cool to see.
It is, and I'm liking these numbers, and they're going up, and we want to just keep this thing going, keep it growing.
Keep it, yeah, going and growing, exactly, and that's exactly what it's doing. Let's see. I do remember, just on the Spanish end of things, I do remember the community Spanish rap. Of course, that's the one thing I would remember. But yeah, that's about all that's in my wheelhouse. You know any other languages, B-Love?
No.
Okay, well, that ends that conversation, I guess.
Definitely.
Should be on Atlas for you there if you want to go check it out, refresh, and see if this one works out for us a little bit better.
Okay. I had a funny thought the other day, or some today. I was watching people play NBA 2K and Madden, and I was thinking maybe there should be a platform video game version for Echo Arena where you could play your favorite characters like Palidore and Lemming in a 2D setup. Hopefully one day. And then it could be its own esport itself.
Yeah, an esport within a V-sport within it's Inception almost. I would really love to play a game like that though, for sure, in just a 2K style. That'd be super fun. I don't know if it's in the pipeline anytime in the near future, but maybe one day. That will be just another way to kind of get that Echo Arena gameplay in a lazy way. That's kind of what I do now with casting more so than playing. See, I sit in a chair and I watch and get entertained as a fan without actually having to sweat. Just kidding, I sweat all the time when I'm casting. But regardless, ignore that.
Well, I would definitely want to play as the throwback team, Eclipse. And my favorite player, Palidore.
Oh boy, ego high. Going high. All right, well anyway. Thank you, B-Love, for that. It'd be weird, like, playing as my own character. Or for the longest time, for streams and things like that, whenever I was streamed or doing, videos or even learning how to cast and commentate and things like that and trying to practice, really, it's almost strange. Like, when I was a player, it would take me a long time to actually watch back over the VODs that I played in. It would feel so weird to me, and it was almost uncomfortable in a way. And same with casting and trying to learn that and such. I got over it eventually, but it's a very awkward thing watching or listening to yourself back on a stream.
Definitely.
At least for me.
Sometimes I just go, all right, I can't listen to myself and just turn it off. But, like you said, you get used to it.
Yeah. And perhaps I don't speak for most people, because I know a lot of people do love getting streamed, hence why I'm here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love being streamed. It was a really cool experience. It was just more so, I'm glad that I had it, but I just didn't really like watching it back. And that was just me. But I know most people do, and it was always a cool feeling, you know, whether it was community caster or otherwise, having someone come in and be able to commentate and talk about your game and what you're doing well and whatnot. And that's why it's really nice to come full circle as VRML continues on. And instead of being the player getting casted, now I'm the one casting like the new bunch of players. And it's, like I said, circle of life, except not.
It is. It kind of is the circle of life for you, Palidore. I think you retired way too soon. I think you're in the caster's booth way too soon. You had definitely a couple more seasons in you.
We were intending very much to, well, for me, Dash, and Wit, we were teamed up on 11.5. We're going to kind of, you know, had the little mishmash of names, Eclipse 11.5. As 1 second here, let me see. All right, another one hosted for you because they switched servers again. Hopefully this is the one. Let me see here. Gonna try and get back in, and we'll hope for the best. But yeah, we were definitely intending to keep playing competitively. I was certainly, and feeling really strong. You know, doing some scrims in the late summer, early fall, and whatnot. But then the whole VRML thing came around, and it was kind of a nice, I suppose, chance to kind of build on something that had more overarching effects. You know, build an entire league instead of building just my, you know, 3-person, 4-person team. And, you know, I don't have regrets about that, although I do miss playing sometimes. Every once in a while when I do manage to creep into a private match, you know, and get that blood flowing and those passes going, it does remind you of the good old days, you know?
Yeah, it's fun, dude. And I would personally love to see you in a private. And it's great to see Wit back in the competition level, and he's doing great, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looks like the team here. We might be ready, presuming no more server changes go through. I think we're good to go, so let me just make sure all of my stuff is in order. I think I need to swap the overlays because we did in fact change teams. Okay, there we go. So yes, concur on that point, though. I mean, look, Dash went on to win a championship with Team Joker in Season 1 for the Americas. And now Wit is on a team again here with Illuminati, who, just as much as any Master Tier team, are going to have a good shot at you know, having a huge success over the course of the next few months. So, you know, all of us there from 11.5, we all went to do some really cool things separately. So, hey, it all worked out. It all worked out.
Yeah, yeah. What's not working out is me joining this game. So give me just a second here.
Oh, well, that's not good. Luckily, I didn't press enter on my thing yet.
Oh.
All right. Just let me know if I need to do something differently here.
Okay, I think it's probably me.
Here, I just took it down and re-hosted, so try now. Meanwhile, checking out Twitch. Anything I missed again as I glanced away for just a minute? A lot of comments coming in, a lot of viewers coming in. Begin commence.
Yeah.
We're trying. Well, here, I'll go take a visit to the old tunnel and see what the pings are looking like. Oh well.
Oh, always plays a important part, and I am in.
You're in, but J-Train, I'm not sure where he's at right now, but he's in a different galaxy apparently with that ping. Otherwise, everyone else seems pretty stable, so we'll see how that turns out.
Looks like he's gonna do a quick restart and rejoin.
Yeah. See, luckily we have so much history to talk about that I can keep stalling out forever. But actually, on that note, I do want to give a quick shout out to Echopedia.gg that just launched out last night, and that was put together by Ignite, and Sir Dimwee helped a bit there, as well as other community collaborators. Just a wiki page for Echo, essentially, to kind of not only get a look at the competitive history, but also build some of that lore that has been just a big part of Echo Arena's history these last 3 years. And now that it's exploding in population, I think it's even cooler and more important than ever to really lock down that history for the future generations of people.
Yeah, man, I take a little quick look at it yesterday, and it's already a deep dive.
Yeah. Yeah, they have like all the
So-
the old stats or the and the teams that I've played on. You know, even just like on a 1 week for fun kind of basis. I forgot about some of those, so it's pretty cool to have that written down.
Yeah, man. That's cool. Great job, guys, for putting that together and opening that up.
Yeah.
Really good idea.
There you go, and Sir Dimwee linking it there, ecopedia.gg for you in the Twitch chat. VTS King from Ignite stopping there as well. See Gus the Bus also, and Ender stopping in. And by the by, looks like what's happening is we're going to get a sub situation here for Inertia, I do believe, is what they're telling me in the Discord. So hopefully we'll be starting imminently. This is our only match for this particular hour, so it's not delaying anything else per se, but, you know.
Cool. Well, I'll just talk about today being my birthday. How about that? While we're waiting.
And you're just telling me this now?
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting for the right moment.
Happy be love to you.
Man, I got some years under the belt, kid.
How
I'm
many of
getting up
them?
there? 49. Can you believe that?
Really? I can't
buddy.
actually.
Yeah, that's all you
Well,
Me
you know
either.
what? You and your youthful vigor and your fantastic suits could have fooled me and told me otherwise.
I mean, 30. Did I say 49? I meant 35.
Yeah. That's more like it.
Man.
Be love with a B day.
Yeah, but dude, I tell you what, being at this age and the rickety body that I have, it's this game can really take a toll on me, and you know, it's definitely put me in some ice packs a few times.
Yeah, me too, at least figuratively speaking. I don't think I've resorted to ice packs, even though I should have, you know, just stubborn, but yeah, the game definitely is physically demanding, but I think, on that note, B-Love, it's pretty cool. This is something I was touching on the stream last night, as well as earlier in the afternoon. Just the demographics, the fact that we do have, seriously, for all ages, you know, kids, teens, young adults, you know, parents, grandparents. This is an esport that's kind of given a little bit of everything, and it's a joy to see that.
Isn't it? I love it. I love it. Just bringing all ages of people together for a common interest, and yeah, that's wonderful to see.
Yeah. All right, so we do have one ready up, and the teams are back in their tunnels at the very least, so I can only presume we're about ready to get underway. So thank you for everyone at home for bearing through the delays and listen to us be boomers, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a thing now. I was hoping I still had a few years left of, you know, avoiding that category, but as more and more people come out with the Palidad stuff, I feel like that time is now gone.
Yeah.
still
People
in
call
my
me a
20s.
boomer, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm still in my
Right,
20s.
right.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm early 20s, but I'm just whatever. Keep that in mind when you call me Palidad, okay? Maybe it hurts my feelings a little bit. Just kidding, it doesn't. We're fine. We're good. Round one is underway, and somehow I'm always late for this animation, but you know what? That's okay. Here we go. First launch out, and grabbing that disc is Heatwave, but losing it right back here to Inertia. So
This is the standard headbutt that just comes out, and these young teams have learned it, and they're taking it, and they're doing it. I love seeing that.
yeah, Neon Phoenix coming in, and just going to be stolen here by J-Train, looking aside to try and find the hands of his teammate, but instead we'll just go right back here. And now Sydney, and oh, nice regrab there from Sydney as well. Both Sydney and Musi, I think, both got some regrabs on each other, but some nice leeches to get the speed through as it gets stuck again here at mid for just a little bit.
Bro, way too high, bro.
One thing that is definitely a skill is learning how to clear whenever you're learning to play the game. And sometimes I mess it up, and it's tough.
Yeah, for sure. It's just one of those parts of the game that I remember thinking of it too. Not to brag or anything, but Rad David N used to say, you know what, Palidore is one of the best clears I've ever seen. Which in hindsight, That is a lot of foresight on the shot from Musi. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of clearing, that's one way you do it.
It's
If you're
as
having
if.
problems,
Sorry,
just throw it in the goal.
It's as if they heard me talking about it.
That's great. Up by 3. Musi puts it in, and still 8.5 minutes left to go. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, so David said, "Oh yeah, Palidore's great at clears," but I was just thinking, now, wait a minute, why didn't he say I was great at passing or shooting? Oh well. But Albino Paper will encroach on the goal here. There's a very speedy player resorting in the very quick shot. Had to get rid of it, and that's a nice save coming out from Cool Master. Cool and collected at that.
Yeah, I was helping these guys out earlier this week, and Koo is what they referred to him at. And good save there, Koo.
It was very cool. And over there, Thermal Turbo, speaking of maintaining the temperature, that was a good save as well. Almost identical on both sides of the floor, where you just had that speedy player boosting in on the offensive player, so really forcing them to shoot it a little bit early there. And we're seeing it again here, so right from behind, just swiped out Albino Paper with the disc, checking behind now and trying to avoid the stack yet again.
That was a great little stack there to get that disc, and another to avoid the steal and a score.
Yeah, got points up there now for Sydney. And, one of those names, huh? Sydney Veilleux. Yeah? Oh, boy. Omelette du
Sydney V.
fromage. Anyway, 3-2, 7 minutes on the clock. Yes, Sydney. We're just going to go with that. That's safe. So on this rollout, Neat VR will go over to that wedge, just missing the teammate on the reception. So instead, Sydney gets the clear, and that's just going to go right deep back into the other side, where there is an awaiting perma-goalie, it would seem here, just ready to collect.
Yeah, Koo definitely likes to stay back, stay in goal, make sure that those threes don't happen.
Well, we'll see if 2 happens here. Trying to go for that corner, avoiding the hands of the goalie, but also avoiding the goal itself. Nonetheless, recollected by Sydney and taken out there by Musi. Musi to his ears as he gets the disc right back for 1 tap. So up
This
to
is in the open now. Go ahead.
top ramp will be taken here now at the Pac-Man. One of the names I heard it called just yesterday, I believe, or maybe the day before, is the Wolf Pack. Usually on stream I just call it Pack instead of Pac-Man because I don't want to be sued. But yeah, I heard Wolf Pack, so that's kind of unique.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that one before.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. I suppose, there's so many different names. Really, the only universal ones, kind of Bowtie, Ness, maybe Shoulder. I don't know. But either way, that's why we usually use Geo for the majority of blocks, because there's just a lot of different names depending on the teams.
Yeah, I've got my own unique names for those things. They're fun.
Yeah, having some fun here, though, trying to get some goals. And, oh, look at the swing through on a hook shot from Musi09, and 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost a dunk on the goalie, and it puts him up by 3 points, and we're almost at the halfway mark here.
Yeah, reaching that point, so a little bit lower scoring, but competitive no less. No one pulling ahead by too much. Of course, Heatwave here going to want to get that rebuttal and maybe score themselves, but instead, another turnover here. Neat VR, the clear.
I'm not going to grab it because it's moving.
So,
That goalie had the perfect opportunity to come out and get that, but played it safe, and they've got the disc.
Oh, no.
yeah, for the meantime, you can hear the oh no's from the pack line. Sorry, that was just so deadpan, that was funny. But Neon Phoenix with the disc here, going to fly in, just trying to hand off that pass just as a speedy player there. Musi came along. They still will retain possession, looking all around and look like a man possessed, perhaps. Albino Paper, the paper cuts right into the goal.
That defense from Inertia was really good, and Albino was able to realize that and decided just to take it in himself. And that's what you're supposed to do. And almost tied this game up, but still down by 1. 4 minutes left.
Yeah, and competitive as it has been, a 1-point game. A joust here, defensive joust, a little bit slower to approach and just giving some time for the spacing to unfold here, which it does. That said, a very rushed tap out there thanks to the good defense. will just result in the reception by Sydney and Heatwave again. Into the mid lane. Grabbed out there. Very nice reflexes and an open shot. Just a little high, but maybe a rebound if they're quick. But instead, we'll just bounce right off into the hands here of J-Train. And trying to find that clear, but unable to thanks to Sydney. Really maintaining good position. Trying to duck on through, but needs to get rid of that one fast because wearing the defender-like clothes as they try to rise for the shot, but no, the miscatch. And that would have otherwise been a pretty good look.
Watch out, red.
That would have been a great assist. Pass just a tad off, and it would have been tough to stop that one.
Yeah, and tough to stop that one, but somehow they did. Cool Master Coop getting it right through, and again, the defense here inside the 2-point zone. And the boost as well. Oh, sailing pass. So maybe now a numbers advantage if they can get this disc right up to the front line fast enough.
Man, being down, or being up by one, Coop in goal, saves it, and this could be a very important save for the final outcome of this game.
Yeah, and on a goal, it's just still covered off there at the other end. I see Russ in the chat saying cheering for potatoes, like Russ potatoes, Russet. Anyway, Neat VR over here with a disc is gonna just space out again. I do like the spacing. They got shoulder pass, they got below barrier, they got some options. Unfortunately, just kind of threw it in between them instead of right at them, and will be a clear going straight through the midline. They do have a midfielder there. Will be taken here, indeed, by Cool.
Coop got that clear, and he's keeping it in the offensive end, and time is winding down. This is going to get very intense, very quick.
Yeah, that it is. With less than 2 minutes, any score here is going to be severely damaging, especially, well, I guess on either team for that matter. I mean, right here, definitely getting the steal and definitely wanting to get that buffer if they can. So an immediate boost unfolding. 3 different players there for Inertia, but it's just the one from Heatwave actually able to get it back. So now the numbers advantage all of a sudden going in the favor of Heatwave, and they're going to lose it, though, with that hot punch coming up on the nest area. And now 1.5 minutes remaining.
This defense is really smothering right now, and they're doing what they need to do to keep themselves ahead.
And Neat VR going right ahead for that clear. Now, if they can score here, this will definitely be to their benefit, possibly game-winning. Indeed, there's a 2-point shot, so now they're up by 3. And really forcing the hands of Heatwave now to come back in this last minute and have to get a 3 of their own, so maybe start looking to disturb the goalie a bit.
Yeah, that defensive set on Inertia's part really was smothering and kept them ahead and gave them opportunity to go down and score and put themselves up by 3. There's not much time left here, Pally.
Yeah, not at all. And it would be possible to get 2 2s, but just as the time runs down, especially as this one gets lost, hold on now, hold on. It's going to be a shot just off, but they're going to hold on to this for one more rebound, looking for a cut, but couldn't get it again. So now definitely with 30 seconds left, they need a 3. They do not get it. Instead, a turnover going to the hands of Neat VR, unable to get the clear, but taken on the other end by Sydney. Now flinging it to the bow tie, received here. Someone needs to go stun that goalie immediately. And oh, the catch just barely missed.
Oh, man, they had a couple of good opportunities, put it in here, and it can get frustrating. I know what it feels like. Still, wonderful job from both teams here.
Yeah, and one last defensive stand there from J-Train. Able to get that last stun just to deny maybe one more Hail Mary. So 7-4 will favor Inertia here in round 1.
I love this, the competition level of these new teams. It's great to watch, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed by these new teams, Palidore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't. It's scary to think of where we're gonna be, and it's scary in a good way. But we were talking a little bit about it before we went live, I think. But just given some time, and as the PC players over here, all our veteran brothers and sisters from the PC side, well, we're getting quickly outnumbered. But I'm not complaining.
Not complaining at all. Yeah, though it's a great conversation to have regarding all the new players and the old players, and like I had said before, stuff that took us months and months to develop as a meta. These new teams are coming along and they're finding coaches and they're finding people to help them, and
and show them, and they're learning these things at a much faster rate. So they are, they're catching up and they're learning quick, and it's great to see. And the whole level of competition is going to skyrocket over the next year and a half.
Yeah, definitely will. And as Twitch chat pointing out there also, Lucy Goosey and Addison saying, yeah, the heroics of Musi, 7 points, definitely a strong effort, just carrying that offensive load there. Helped by his teammates, of course, but yeah, just converting on an awful lot of scores. Let's see if he can do it again here in round 2, or if we're gonna see a return round from Heatwave and maybe a second Heatwave and carry us to a third.
I would love to see a third. This level of competition would be great to see in a third round and even in overtime. So let's bring it.
Wouldn't be the first time today. In fact, we've seen a round 3 or an overtime. So it's always an exciting thing to see, and we've seen plenty of them on the streams throughout the week already from teams, whether they're returning from Master League last season or the new ones coming in here on the rookies kind of end of things. We've seen a lot of great stuff.
Oh, man, I feel like that disc was just floating forever by itself.
Oh, but look at that shot there going in for the first 2 points. Inertia, and it is indeed Musi.
Man, he just picked up right where he left off. Scoring animal today. Just putting the disc in the goal.
Mm-hmm. Can't be stopped, says Limiting Walnut. And, we have a restart. Okay, so someone... I think I heard someone saying something about a headset charge. I don't know. Hopefully there's some extra juice in there somewhere, but otherwise they might be eating themselves a sub soon.
Oh man, you hate to see it. This is going good. I like the energy, and these kind of things can just really hurt you. But it is what it is, as they say.
Yeah, and well, once again in this particular stream, I do suppose we'll find ourselves directing ourselves to Twitch chat just to say hello and maybe, expend a little time. We do appreciate all of you coming in to view this match and, support your fellow player. I know a lot of the players and a lot of the people we're seeing in Twitch chat these last several days. New faces to me, but getting to know them really fast, and they're coming here supporting their fellow players, fellow Quest players. At large, for sure.
Man, we got 53 viewers. I'm loving this. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And well, not loving whatever that was, but anyway.
Oh!
I don't know if you got open comms unmuted, but anyway, let me see. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna F5 that right now. It wouldn't be as much of an issue if it was in mid-match, because I could talk over it anyways, but can't leave the awkward silences to be filled by stuff.
Things. Tings. Many tings of that
TOS.
sort.
Yeah, we're donezo. We're banned.
Yes.
This is the final season of VRML.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah. Nonetheless, again, we do have, in about 25 minutes from now is when things will get kicked off with Team Joker and Ignite. Also, on Channel 2, it will be Schrodinger's Disc versus Frostbite. So, that will be quite the interesting match as well. You got some options to choose from, and 2 stellar matches, no doubt, about to unfold soon.
I just really love the new names.
Yeah,
because coming up with a team name is hard to do, and it's hard to get everybody to agree on something and find something you like. So I just like them. I like the names. I like the creativity.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, when it came to my team's names and logos and things like that, I may or may not, obsess just a little bit and spend a lot of time and eventually find something that works. Not claiming they're the most, amazing things in the world, but yeah, there's a lot of thought and a lot of pride that goes in for these teams and for their logos, and I really do love to see it. Just the fact that people are really wanting to make names that are special, make logos that stick out, because there's a lot of really cool ones in the league that I've seen already. I think my favorite, I'll give a shout out actually, or at least one of my favorite new logos, Team Spectres. We saw them last night. That's a pretty Pretty slick logo. I like it a lot.
I'll have to just check this out real quick. In the meantime, everybody in chat, who's your favorite new team name? Let us know.
Yeah. Here, in fact, let me see. I can probably pull it up in a little bit of a janky way as we continue waiting for this timeout to finish. Just give me one moment, and I'll attempt. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah,
You
there's
said
other-
Spectres?
Yeah, Spectre. I really like their logo. It's got a cool look to it.
Man, so many teams to scroll through here.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate. You know, they got some great logos in this league. Of course, you know, Ignite's classic, and we're going to see them playing another 23 minutes or so.
And I like Joker's logo too.
Yeah, Joker's logo, absolutely, and the European Champions Team Gravity. I mean, both cool, classy logos. Well, Joker's less classy, more, what's the word?
Gritty.
No, that's definitely not the word.
Classic.
Someone save me, because I'm digging myself a hole. I'm not gonna. It's very
I tried to save you.
Joker-esque. It's Joker-esque. No, I actually do really like their logo. That being said, but classy was definitely not the right word to describe it. It is very Joker, and as always, you know, their style of gameplay, one of the funnest ones to watch actually, because they are obviously an elite team, but they do it by just doing their own thing. You know, they'll play all kinds of styles just depending on their mood and their opponents. But they do. That's why, for instance, we have the Joker train, which, you know, is called the Joker train because, you know, more than any other team, they're the ones who kind of pulled that out more often than not. And yeah, that's one of the great things, going back to what we talked about with Echopedia.gg, for instance, just the history, how you have a lot of things named after people, be it the Joker train, be it the Boop Shot, or the Palidore and the plaque, and the sealable slam. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that are kind of have special meanings or namesakes. That's kind of cool to get into detail with every now and then.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to just reiterate how fun Joker is to watch, and how just energetic they are. And when you play with them, they're fast. They are fast on a whole other level, and it makes them tough to beat, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's why they went the whole season, whole regular season of Season 1, undefeated and unswept, except by Kangarillas. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it was just they never even lost rounds, is a thing. So
That's
looking forward to
crazy.
that match coming up soon against Ignite. Definitely, for those who aren't aware, and again, I've given a ton of shout-outs to Ignite over the streams just because they've been super helpful. Well, not just because, but largely because recently they've made some super helpful extra little tools for the casting end of things that made life nice and easy. But Ignite, one of the longest standing teams left in Echo Arena. You know, there's a lot of players from the original days, but there are very few teams that actually maintain these consistent rosters, and quite possibly they may very well be the only one that actually has, you know, their originals all still there, at least to my knowledge. Might have to be
Yeah.
corrected there, but yeah.
Yeah, man. There's just a lot of experience and with that team, and I've always loved playing them, and I don't think I've ever beat them as many teams as I've been on, and it's definitely a whole level of respect that I have for that team there, and love all those guys, man. They're good. They're deceivingly good.
Oh yeah, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what their roster does look like too. So unless now VTS, I asked you this the other day, and maybe you answered and I just missed it. Very possible. So Ignite again, yes? I'm very, very confused, but also pleased to see that you're on the roster again. Maybe.
Do we have a response here?
Well,
no. Oh man, radio silence.
Is it complicated? Is it that one? Oh, I see. You're a sub.
All
Gotcha.
right.
Okay, so
Wait, for the league?
well, he rejoined the
or-
roster so kind of an alternate player, I think is what he's getting at, because Ignite does have a full 5 players on there currently. So yeah, got a
Gotcha.
yeah Far, Franz, Wolf, Duel, and VTS. So there you go. Official Ignite sub is VTS King.
Gotcha. So he's a bench player.
Oh, come on now.
I mean, he's saying he's a sub, and
He's
it's
the-
really like a bench player.
He's the 6th man of the year, VTS King.
Dude.
Put some respect on the name.
Easy sixth man.
Yeah, exactly. Of the year. Rocks in the chat saying double timeout. Maybe. I don't do. I can't mod from the caster's end, unfortunately. I mean, I can if it's a super serial situation, but at this point, I'm just too caught up in sitting here sweating with the AC off.
Oh man. Well, VTS says he's too old to play now. Come on. Come talk to me,
Oh,
buddy.
come on. That's
I'll tell you at old.
that's far talk right there, VTS. You can't do that. I'm just kidding. And I can't believe I just did that to Far. I'm so sorry. Don't tell him.
I'm VTS's age times 2.
Oh yeah. Well, again, birthday B-Love. This is our gift to you.
Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying my birthday on my birthday.
I am enjoying your birthday on your birthday, B-Love. Thank you.
Nice. All right. I feel like I have the best birthday because it falls between Christmas and Christmas, right? Like pretty much right smack dab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice, mid-year celebration. But then also on the 4th, nobody works, so there's no excuse for not coming to my birthday party. You can't say you have to work. I know you don't. It's a holiday. Where are you at? Why aren't you at my place?
Good question. Let's do a B-Love LAN event tomorrow. I'm there.
All right. I got enough headsets.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Of course. So B-Love being the one, for those of you who might have seen the one ready. Yep, that's a good sign. For those of you who've seen those spotlight videos on the North American and European championships from last month. Well, I guess 2 months ago now, back in May at the end of season 1. Yeah, that was B-Love doing a lot of the added editing and camera work and what have you. And him as well as a White Dragon capturing some extra footage, and I stitched some in there as well. But yeah, a lot of credit to B-Love there for the idea and for helping put a lot of that together.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. What a great idea just to, showcase our sport at the highest level. And I tell you what, man, what I did is nothing compared to what your professional VO writing skills just really took it over the top, man. You're good, dude. You're so good. And they're fun to watch, dude. I could watch them over and over.
You're doing it again. I can't handle it. My ego's breaking into pieces. I'm trying to keep myself humble, okay? I've been reminded recently that it's a necessity. This stuff is growing. But you know what? Can't ever forget the community. And if I do, I expect every single one of you to personally come to my house and slap me in the face. I'm just going to say that now. But otherwise, yes. In seriousness, I appreciate it. I get a little obsessive. I don't want to even disclose how many hours and rewrites of that it was. I don't know. I have issues, okay? That's why I don't make videos anymore, because I would rewrite the script so many times when just it didn't matter that much. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It did, but it didn't, okay?
Yeah. Great job. Just keep doing you and don't feel bad. And you can let that ego blow up a little bit. I give you permission. It's my birthday. I can do that.
Well, that's the one birthday gift I must refuse. Instead, no, I was going to break out into song, but that's a terrible idea just as well. Terrible, terrible idea. But maybe off stream, I'll just belt one out.
There you go. Mute the mic. I think we're in triple timeout here.
Yeah, I mean, attempted. So the problem is, and again, it's really trying to moderate and cast and keep the air free from, dullness, I suppose, is mainly on my mind when I'm casting. A bit hard to multitask there on the mod end of things. What they're saying is they want to reschedule, but now that the match has begun and has started, can't really go that direction. We do have mods communicating with the teams in the chat. Of course, with the next streams, again, the Joker Ignite game now set to start in about 14 minutes. If this does not end up getting started soon, we will unfortunately have to end it, I do believe, because definitely expended much more than the typical allotted time for tech issues and timeouts. So I'm allowing our mod team to sort that out while we sit here all pretty and chatty.
So the first match, it was what was the final score? 7-4.
Yeah, 7-4 in round 1.
Yes. And looking over here at the connoisseur page, that was definitely an upset. We have highly favored for Heatwave to win. So it's still possible, but hopefully we can get started here soon and find out the final outcome.
Yeah, basically, just for full disclosure, I mean, these things will happen in week 1, and as I actually mentioned earlier on in the earlier streams as well, what I said just to myself and kind of to the team, maybe this is a horrible precedent to set, so maybe chat can tell me, but what I said going into this week 1 was that if we could finish out the week with only moderate issues, that would be a success to me, and I think it would spell good news. Because with 140 teams, there's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some road bumps, not unexpected. So, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got a chance to watch many games, but how do you think it's going so far?
I would say we've kept it under moderate, if nothing else. So I'm satisfied. This is fine.
Do the teams know that they could go 3v3?
They could, perhaps. Waving to the stream is Sydney. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, we're generally, doing a little bit of a face palm, I think, perhaps.
Oh, Rox is telling us they can't go 3v3. So this is where I think I need to brush up on the rules myself.
Yeah, well, so, okay, maybe I shouldn't speak. I was if both teams need a sub, usually you can go 3-on-3 instead. But granted, I'm not sure both teams need it. I mean, it's tech issue dependent and what have you. But yeah, given the length that this stream is going through, I think we are going to have to close it off here momentarily and go to or prepare for the actually the next match because we have matches on both Channel 1 and Channel 2. So we don't want to delay that overly long at this point. But Albino maybe not happy about that, given a little being animated here. But indeed, we can definitely still stream these teams another time in the not too far future. That is the goal, after all, to get as many people featuring on stream as possible. So with that said, unfortunately, we'll have to end this one. So apologies to both these teams here, Inertia and Heatwave, and the viewers at home who might be waiting for the stream. So sorry. But again, we'll stream you again real soon. Promise.
Yes, our apologies.
Wait. Didn't we saying Pally don't leave yet? Inform me. I'm waiting. See. All right, I'm being pinged. I'm going to read. Let's see. I think we're going to get a mod involved in here shortly. All right, request has been met, Dimwee, as you PM'd me in there. And are we good? We good? Okay, so we are good, folks. So until about 10 minutes from now, over on Channel 1, I'll be there to stream Joker and Ignite. On Channel 2 here, we do have Schrodinger's Disc versus Frostbite. So stay tuned for that, coming up real soon.